If you've ever frozen mid-sentence while trying to speak Spanish, even though the words are in your head somewhere, then oh, have I got a story for you. Today, I'm sharing how I went from being totally tongue-tied to confidently chatting with truck drivers across South America, scuba diving in Spanish, and actually enjoying conversations without that sinking feeling of, oh no, what if I mess it up? This isn't a perfect Spanish speaker story. It's a story of nerves, of truck stops, bad grammar, good grammar, and a lot of fresh fish. So let's dive in. Alright, so I'm going to rewind a bit. I actually started learning Spanish in school, in high school in the UK. Textbook Spanish from mainland Spain. Think gracias. Think formal phrases and listening activities that actually sound nothing like the real world. And fast forward to me arriving in Venezuela with a backpack and big dreams, and wow, the accent completely floored me. I remember standing in someone's kitchen wanting to say gracias and just freezing because I wanted to say gracias and everybody around me was saying gracias, and I couldn't get it out, and for weeks I barely spoke. All the stuff I thought I knew just felt useless. It was like someone had swapped the Spanish that I'd learned with a whole new language. But here's where it started to shift. I began hitchhiking across South America. Yep, that might sound, well, a bit interesting today, but well, anyway. I spent a lot of time sitting up front with kind, curious truck drivers. Now, they didn't care if my verbs were off or if I forgot words. They just wanted a good chat. We talked about football, their families, the strange things I was carrying in my backpack. Yes, it was messy. It was real. And without even realising it, I was learning to speak Spanish. Not perfectly, but with heart. And that made all the difference. And then I decided to become a scuba diver in Spanish. I learned to dive on the Caribbean coast of Colombia, a place called Taganga, and I went from open water to dive master with local PADI instructors who didn't speak English. So yeah, everything from safety briefings to buddy checks happened in Espanol. And for 9 months I was diving twice a day, I was eating fresh fish for lunch and soaking up Spanish like a sponge. And I can still remember hearing Manu Chao for the first time on a crackly boombox in the dive shop. It was such a vibe. That experience taught me more than just how to handle strong currents. It showed me that learning through your passions, whatever they are, is one of the best, most natural ways to grow your Spanish. And later I settled in Quito in Ecuador, and I did something that really helped level me up. Daily, one-to-one Spanish lessons for a whole year. So every afternoon after I'd been teaching English, I sat down with my brilliant Ecuadorian teacher and tackled the grammar that I'd been skirting around for years. It felt like someone had finally handed me a map to a country that I'd been wandering through half blind. I mean, suddenly I had tools to build proper sentences, not just guesswork and miming like I've been doing with the truck drivers. Those daily drills weren't glamorous, but they stuck. And even now, I still remember them. They truly set me up for the rest of my Spanish speaking journey. Now here's something that actually helped me stop freezing and start speaking, and that was when I learned to celebrate the small wins. So every time you manage to order food, ask a question, or just get through a conversation, celebrate it. Because you're building your fluency that way, brick by brick. And if you can practice scripts out loud, so I'd rehearse real life situations like ordering in a cafe or checking into a hostel. I'd rehearse them out loud with hand gestures and silly accents. It may feel silly, but it does help your brain get used to producing Spanish without panic. And it helps you get used to hearing your Spanish self. And if you immerse yourself through what you love, whether that's scuba diving or cooking, dancing, or even just watching telenovelas, you're learning through what excites you. And that's where the magic happens. If you've ever thought, I'm just not someone who can speak languages, I want you to know I froze up too. I doubted myself too. I whispered gracias like I was about to cry. But I kept going. I leaned into real conversations. I learned from my mistakes. And I chased experiences that made the language come alive for me. And you can do the same. So if this video has resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe for more language stories and tips, and let me know in the comments what's been your scariest or your funniest Spanish moment. And remember, fluency isn't about being perfect, it's about being brave. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.